duly note that in the record too, so. So good morning, everyone. The Erie County Board of Elections Board is now called to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Bale,
Here.
Mr. Copeland,
Here.
Mr. Drexel,
Here.
Mrs. Showerman here, Mr. Scatella, Mr. Winarski.
This may be Councilman Spatella.
And sometimes Terry has a little.
Mr. Winarski,
Say it was older guys.
I think Jim dropped off. This is
Mr. Scatella,
Well, should they join us, we'll duly noted,
Chairman Horton,
present. Item 3. If you guys come back on, or you can hear, or anybody see them back on, just let us know so the record can reflect our total attendance. Item 3, hearing of the public. Are there any citizens desiring to be heard? Either here present or online. Are there any citizens desiring to be heard? Any citizens desire to be heard? Hearing and seeing none, we'll move on to the election report.
really don't have anything new to report since just the items on for new business today.
Great. Item 5, new business. Item A.
Yesterday, we received notice that one of our polling locations had a water main break and they'll be unable to provide us a polling location for this year. And also yesterday, Jim Churpak down at the warehouse was able to work with Erie Community College so that the polling location could be moved to their gymnasium. So the first item of business is to approve that change formally. So that Mill Creek 4 will now be at the Erie Community College Gymnasium.
Where was Mill Creek 4? Right.
The Curry Road.
Curry. Help.
Kelso.
Clown.
Kelso.
Clown.
Yeah, yeah, Kelso.
On it, yes.
Okay, got it. That Kelso tribe.
I'll make a motion.
Yeah, I will entertain that motion. It's been properly moved. I'll look for seconds. Been properly moved and seconded by Councilperson Showerman and seconded by Councilman Copeland. Any discussion on the matter?
Obviously, I'm sure you're gonna let the public know and have that on the.
Yes.
Or something.
Yes, provide public notice for that change.
Yeah, it's actually pretty far. Of the change, yeah.
It's not.
4.5 miles. I don't think it's probably about 2, maybe a mile and a half.
It's out there by Walden.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Villa College is right around the corner from Walton. It's on the other side of the
I'm thinking
cemetery.
that they're coming downtown. Okay, they're going to the village. Sorry, yeah, that's.
Yeah.
We actually looked at it last year when we thought there might be an
That's not
issue.
too bad.
We're gonna have to move the clown facility, Kelso Hall. And it's still right on a bus line on 8th Street.
Yeah.
It's just farther down the street, so.
Yeah.
Well, the key to it all
I
is
was confusing the
notification. I'm
location.
sorry. Sorry, no, go ahead, yeah.
You're good. I'm sorry.
I think the key to it is just early notification and signage on the day of. Public comments that you go out to say, be aware that there's a change or whatever. And I don't think it's anything major, and I think it's, well, anytime you move one, if we move it a block, someone says they're displaced. And so we do the best that we can. Would you thank Mr. Sherpak too, because he's always diligent, and it's not easy getting these places to agree to allow us to do it these days. So used to have didn't have a problem in the schools and in the churches, but with security, those other types of issues and concerns, people really don't want to sit in the building as much. So these last minute changes, Tim really does a good job. You all do. So thank you. We'll call for the vote.
Mr. Drexel,
Yes.
Mrs. Showerman,
Yes,
Mr. Bale,
yes,
Mr. Copeland,
Yes.
Chairman Horton,
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Item B, we're here to approve the April 23rd general primary ballot. Have y'all had the opportunity to look at it?
Those two must be going for appeal. It's just the only change is the Bob Barca and then on the Dem side, Craig or William Parker rather.
There should have been only two changes.
there's two changes. They're still going through the process, and in speaking with Dominion and the other counties, that we're all kind of in the same position with the timelines with the state, getting the mail-in ballots out. At the last minute, if one of those candidates is not on the ballot, and I think yesterday Parker was removed. But that, it's always subject to change until that last moment. So what Dominion's going to do on the machine side of things, will disable that candidate. We'll put signage out and let people know that the candidate is off the ballot, they're not eligible. If somebody were to vote for that candidate, it would be counting as an undervote on the ballot, so it won't show as a vote for that candidate. If it's another change. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, these things happen, and that's the best resolution at this point, because it can go on for a little bit longer, so we don't print, 100,000 ballots or more, and then have to go back and reprint,
Oh,
resign.
no, we have some experience,
Yeah.
2016 and 20, so we just with the court cases.
Yeah.
Flying to that point, we do understand this is subject to litigation. So,
Motion.
I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
It's been properly moved and seconded, Councilman Copeland, and seconded by Councilwoman Showerman. Any further discussion on it? Hearing seeing none, call for the question.
Mrs. Showerman,
yes,
Mr. Bale,
yes,
Mr. Copeland,
Yes.
Mr. Drexel,
Yes.
Chairman Horton.
Yes. And are there any questions and comments from my colleagues, to anything on the agenda? Or anything moving forward for the primary election? Online? You good, Charlie?
I'm good, thank you.
Who's got a hand? Thank you, Councilman Bell. Who's got a hand up there?
Nobody.
Oh, that's the icon.
Yeah.
Oh, God, my eyes are.
It was a hand, but it wasn't his.
Okay, well, hearing and seeing that there's no comments or questions, we thank you all for attending and your time. I don't take it for granted. And citizens certainly shouldn't. I'll entertain a motion for adjournment. Meeting adjourned.
Just running,
Yeah.
running.